time for us, but I can already say that it looks like it's not going to be the last last event. I'm just back from my travels, and was anxious to come and meet many of you. I've been able to follow in the web. I met one of my colleagues, Jari Pasanen, who's one of the fathers behind this event, and I have to say that Jari was enthused after the day or half a day that he was able to spend with you in the event. Now, I asked Dave how much time I have, and he gave me like maybe 5-6 minutes. I know that I may not be able to hold your attention that long. I can probably keep it for like 30 seconds. We've been promised some entertainment, so I hope that you enjoy that entertainment and maybe the Helsinki nightlife after that as well. But I did want to spend a little bit telling sort of the background of the event and how we think about innovation and what my role is. So I guess as a head of strategy, ultimately I can look in the mirror a few years down the road and say, and ask, was I successful? And I guess the success would be measured that are we able to take ideas, inventions into something that they turn into strategies and products and services and turn into innovations. So that journey from invention to innovation it's often a long one, and we want to know how to accelerate that. Nokia, I think, has always been, we like to think ourselves as sort of an innovation-friendly company, and this is an innovations-driven company. We've always been sometimes ahead of the curve. I recall back in 1996, I was a much younger person at that time, and we standing at the exhibition stand in CeBIT. It's a big trade fair, I'm sure many of you know, in Germany, and we were launching the first communicator, which is sort of a pocket internet terminal. And all of us were sort of just ecstatic to explain to the world that this is the communicator, you can go to the internet. And I have to say that most people coming to the stand were asking that, what is this www button for? And it didn't slow us down. Sometimes you have to be ahead of the curve, and I think that in general it's better to be ahead of the curve than behind. And the way we like to think about the future, that it's very hard to predict how things are going to be, but it's a lot easier to shape the future if you take some active stance yourself and try to shape things. Now, shaping things will look like it's going to be a lot more complex than it used to be for us. One can say that we've been, as a company, in a sort of a linear situation, shrinking phones. Yes, we've married internet and mobility, but yet the challenges have been sort of fairly easy to grasp, and then we've sort of worked in a disciplined way. We created smartphone platforms. I recall exciting times around 2000, 2001. I was part of the team that defined the Symbian and S60 package that we created to create the ecosystem. But still, it was sort of something that just required a few companies. Now I think the world, it seems that sort of a convergence of internet and mobility really is a reality. And our task is a lot more complex. We're basically talking to 5 billion people out there, and the markets are not sort of one or two dimensional. We're competing in sort of a multi-sided markets. And our ambition is that we will connect people to things that really matter to them. The only challenge is that there are about 5 billion people with all kinds of different ideas and different things. And we are trying to work in a lot more externally driven way. And that's really the reason behind this event and future events as well. That we want to co-create and work with others who have ideas, and we want to then grow those ideas. So after this, we will look at how to use the good inputs from the hard work that was done today, and there's some more ahead tomorrow, and then put some of those ideas into practice, and then also perfect the event for future years. Then this is also an official launch, so we are launching here some legends. So Nokia Legends is basically a technology marketing campaign and an approach. I would first want to thank, there's a few people in the audience, a few bloggers who actually participated and helped us and worked with us to create the Nokia Legends technology campaign in Toronto this summer. And today we can only have a sort of a teaser newspaper for you. Next week the campaign launches on the 17th, so there'll be 8 different videos, and the purpose is really to humanize technology and demystify technology and get people to think what technology can do for you. And so looking forward to getting that campaign started, and there's websites that you can personalize and so on. And there's a few people in the audience, I think Ross and David here from Nokia, you can talk to if you want to find out more about Legends. So to wrap up, really warm welcome to cold Helsinki. Enjoy the time and enjoy the rest of the stay here. And let's consume and enjoy one more legend, and then it's over to entertainment. Thank you. Woo!
I was just thinking of a funny thing I heard. His friend of mine just got back from traveling around with some of his buddies. They went to find themselves, you know. They backpacked around Thailand, India, Nepal, the usual hippie trail. Anyway, they're all in Thailand having the time of their lives. Ooh, life will never be this good again, they think. So they decide to commemorate their trip in that time-honored fashion. They're all going to get tattoos. So they go to this Thai tattoo parlor, and the wiry little tattooist in there doesn't speak a word of English. But there's lots of suggested tattoo letter designs up against the wall. And they're all about to pick one out when one of them sees this beautiful Thai writing on a piece of paper on the table. It's really cool. It's beautiful. So they all point at the lettering. But the tattooist starts shaking his head and waving his finger, but they insist. And they all get that same tattoo right from that piece of paper. A few days later, the bandages are off and they're walking around town displaying their new tattoos. And then things start to get a little weird. Some passerbys would start laughing at them and pointing at their tattoos. Some of them would even hold stuff up and shake them at them like bags of rice or cans of coconut milk. Finally, they duck into the store. And while the store owner keeps bringing them things they haven't even asked for, they see the tattooist in there. He's shopping with the same piece of paper. Turns out these clowns had the tattooist shopping list tattooed onto their arms. I heard they're all saving up for skin graft operations. Because brain transplants are too expensive. What a day.